as they go to the green flag down the front chute.
This time, Clint Garner with a great start gets the advantage over the 2CO Wayne Johnson. Johnson slides into the middle, down to the inside goes Nate Van Haften to take over that second spot. Johnson turns it down to the bottom of the racetrack, reclaims it down the back straightaway, side by side, three wide racing in the middle of the pack. As at the front, it's Clint Garner at 40.
Well, Jamie Ball stuck his way up into the third spot as they work off of turn number 4. Now Aaron Reitzel moves up into the third position. Jamie Ball fourth, then it's Nate Van Haften and Tim Schaefer as they work into turn number 2.
Driver on the high side of the racetrack, Thomas Kennedy. He will blow by the 4, John Egan. Now 3 wide. Here comes Christopher Bell and Brian Brown. They're going to race their way up through the running order right now. That's the battle for 8th on the racetrack. As Clint Garner comes around to click off another lap, battle for 3rd now rages on.
Racing for 3rd as they work into turn number 1. On the inside, it's out Aaron Reitzel, Jamie Ball up at the top of the racetrack. Well, Brian Brown is on the move as well as he is knocking on the door of Nate Van Haften. That'll be the race for the 6th spot in turn number 2. Side by side in turn 2. Brian Brown on the top, Nate Van Haften down low. Now Brownie moving by. He set his sights on Tim Schaefer. Here he comes in 3 and 4.
Brown looked like he was going to turn it down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Schaefer was there, so he takes it back to the cushion through turns 3 and 4. Now he will take it down to the bottom side. Schaefer up to the cushion. Brown trying to make his way up into the top 5 here as they work to the back straightaway. He'll have it. The KC General Store number 21.
Well, Clint Garner has 8/10 on Wayne Johnson as they race off at turn number 4. Johnson in the number 2 position. Then it's Jamie Ball in 3rd. Aaron Reitzel in the 4th spot. Battle for 5th now down the front chute. Tim Schaefer back to the inside of Brian Brown. Brownie up on the high side. Here comes Schaefer across the middle of turn number 2. He'll find the spot in the middle and hold the position down the back chute. Well, here they come to the cone. The good thing for Wayne Johnson is there'll be no traffic, so he'll be able to go back to the bottom where he's been so fast. Off of turn 4 to the green, they'll come by the cone as they race down into 1. Garner slams the door on Wayne Johnson. Here comes Jamie Ball on the top side.
Boy, Wayne Johnson had to get on the binders. Jamie Ball's going to find the advantage on the cushion, and he's going to roll to the 2nd spot. Wayne Johnson back to 3rd. Brian Brown stalking right now in that 4th spot. Picks it up from the 87 of Aaron Reitzel. Now Reitzel about to have company. Christopher Bell's closing in on him. Tim Schaefer in tow to the front straightaway with Sam Haferty.
Well, another car on the move was Thomas Kennedy. He took 3 cars over in turn number 2. Wayne Johnson back to the number 2 spot. Jamie Ball in 3rd. Then it's Brian Brown in the 4th spot. Aaron Reitzel rounding out your top 5. Here comes Haferty knocking on the door to the inside of Christopher Bell. Race for the lead in turn 4.
To the front straightaway, Wayne Johnson had to run down to the bottom side. Down to the bottom, though, goes the 40 of Clint Garner. Johnson going to swing it out to the cushion now. Diamonds it down to the middle of the racetrack for the race lead down the back straightaway. Garner with Wayne Johnson stalking now into turns 3 and 4. Garner protects the bottom. Wayne Johnson's up on the cushion. Sideways, kicks it down, tries to grab the bottom exit. Turn number 4. Clint Garner's going to hold on to it.
Brian Brown now to the outside of Jamie Ball. He'll drive back to the bottom of turn number 1 to hold the inside line. Sliding up across, he'll find the cushion. Here comes Jamie Ball back to the inside in turn 2. They'll race down the back chute now. Brian Brown in the 3rd spot. Jamie Ball challenging in 4th. He'll look back to the inside, slides up to the middle now. He'll fall in line. They'll roll down the front straightaway.
Christopher Bell starting to close in on the 2015 ASCS National Tour champion as Wayne Johnson gets up over the cushion. He just about hits the wall, and here comes Brian Brown in 21.
Nose to tail for the number 2 position. Wayne Johnson was 4 wheels over the cushion up against the outside wall. Brian Brown now to the top of turn number 4. He'll look to the outside, a big run down the front chute. Wayne goes to the top. Now Brownie to the inside. Big slide job coming up. Got it. He'll take the spot in turn number 2.
Wayne Johnson turns it down to the bottom of the racetrack, has a run again at the 21 of Brian Brown, goes to the high side of turns 3 and 4. Brown slides himself through the 3rd and 4th turns, so into the bottom and up to the top, as now everybody's still trying to run down Clint Garner as we have 4 laps to go. He'll work into turns 3 and 4 for the final time here in the 27th running of the ASCS 360 Knoxville Nationals. He'll finally go to victory lane. Clint Garner wins at Knoxville.
He climbs to the top of the card. Your 360 Nationals champion is Clint Garner!
You are the man.
Yeah,
what a drive.
Thank you.
You know, that restart, Wayne raced you hard to the inside there, and you just came right back at him, and I had the feeling, Clint, that at that moment you are thinking you are not going to give this thing up.
Man, it did get to a point where I was like, all right, here's the winner to wear moment.
You know, this is a great moment. It's all right. You're good, baby. You're good.
Yeah, it was good. I ran the heck out of it, you know, and it's just a guessing game when you're out front. You have no clue where everybody else is going and what's happening and if you got a lead or if you need to cover the track. I mean, man, I wish I could say it was easy. It's so hard to do. I'm so happy there's so many people here and that.
If I can't win, I'm glad you did, man. Congratulations. You deserve it, man. Thank you. Long time coming.
Yeah.
You know what? That says a whole lot when you got the people you race against that are just about as happy for you as you are, baby. That means something.
It does. I mean, a lot of these guys, they race for a living, you know, and they know how hard I try to keep up with them week in, week out. So to beat them, they know it's special. I mean, they all came up the hard way too. It just they never gave up and went to work, you know. So I'm happy and I'm proud to be a working man that races on the weekends, and I'm even more happy that I just beat a bunch of professionals.
You know, you were laughing back there a little bit and joking around a little bit, and you said, gosh, I wish they'd let me win hot laps sometimes. But you know what, man? You don't need to win hot laps. You won the big one.
Yeah, I know you don't need to win hot laps, but man, it does something to your head, and not just the driver, the crew, everybody. When you come off the track winning hot laps, you kind of know you're right. I think I was 12th out of hot laps, and man, there was a lot of questions flying and a gear change that we had to make a decision on, and oh man, it's so tough to do. I'm so proud of my guys, my engine builder, Al Parker, the chassis. It's a brand new chassis. J&J built it last week, and that was the second night on it, you know, so I can't thank them enough for everything they did for me in the last couple of weeks. And the engine, I mean, no matter how good you are, if you can't, or if you don't have the engine to keep up with the professional guys' engines, you'll never beat them, you know. So thanks, Al Parker, and your team. It's awesome.
You know what I love? I love seeing great racers win a race, and tonight we saw it. Clint Garner is your winner.
And Brian Brown started 12th tonight, and man, you were putting on a show. I don't know if it took another yellow or not, but I heard you tell Clint, if I can't do it, I'm glad you did.
Yeah, Clint, you know, he's been coming here a lot of years, and he is the true, what you call a sprint car family. You know, he's got his dad, his brother, himself. I'm envious of him. That's what sprint car racing's about. And like I said, if I can't win it, I'm glad he was able to. He deserves it. He should have won it 3 times by now. So just great effort by our team. Casey's General Store, FVP, Impact. I was hoping for one more yellow there. I think I really had some for him, but you know, it's 12th to 2nd. It's nothing to hang your hat on. And if you folks didn't like that, you ain't know what you guys are looking at.
Brian Brown finishing second. Wayne Johnson ran second for a long time. You tried to get the lead, and that yellow flag got you that first one. You had it, and then the restart just didn't happen for you. And then Brownie got around you.
Yeah, I kind of suckered him a little bit there on that first start. I knew I wasn't going to get another chance at it, and I thought then he got the lead there, and I thought, well, we'll just see what we got here. And he started running the top, and I felt like I was actually better than he was on the bottom, but I was waiting for some traffic there, and then the caution come out there with, 12 to go, and took the lappers away. And, you know, and then we just got to run around there, and I wasn't catching him, Mike, so I thought, well, you know, I got to do something different. I'm not catching him here. So went to the top, and that's what Brown said. I just opened the door for him to slide me there or whatever, and I just knew I needed to get back to doing what I was doing because I was definitely better on the bottom than I was on the top.
You know, winning never is. You got to do it all the time. But third place tonight, from what's been going on a lot in this last couple of years with you, you can't complain about that tonight.
No, for sure. You know, we struggled quite a bit, probably the last 7, 8, 9 months, and you know, can't hang my hat up over losing to the 2 guys that's probably got more laps here than anybody. And my hat's off to Clint, man. I tell you what, he wins a lot of 360 races here, and he deserves to win that. Those boys work hard. They're good friends of mine, and we give each other a lot of crap. But when we, you know, on a deal like tonight, we get to park next to each other. And he told me, he said, man, he said they're going to interview everybody when we walk across that stage. And I said, yeah. He said, I'm not going to tell anybody I'm going to whoop y'all or anything. But I told him I was going to. But he definitely said that back there. He was going to whoop our butts.